welcome to the VSA Capital 5 Minute Morning Miner on Friday, October the 31st. And I guess we should be giving you a trick and a treat today because it's Halloween Day, isn't it, Paul?
It is indeed. We haven't started our decorating or gotten all of our decorating here at home done, but we got going to have a good thing going.
Paul, you've just summed up everything I hate about Halloween, really. It's such an American invention. I'm afraid I haven't gone out and got a pumpkin. And no, we're not putting one outside and we're not decorating.
No trick-or-treating at your house, then.
The trick and treating is in the stock market.
Okay.
Right, let's talk about a few things this morning. The big one actually is, I think it's very interesting, is Fresnillo, obviously, have acquired Probe Gold. Quite a big deal, 780 million Canadian dollars, all cash. When you're a FTSE 100 company like Fresnillo, you can afford that. But it gives them entry into Canadian gold, doesn't it, Paul?
Yes, it does. It is a big deal. Otherwise, at that 780 Canadian cash or US 560 million, it's a 24% premium over the Probe shares 30-day VWAP. And the main thing, it gets them into Canada and on a big project called Novador that Probe has, which has 8 million ounces in it and a total of 10 million ounces across Probe's business. That Novador project should produce more than 200,000 ounces of gold annually for more than 10 years. And with Fresnillo has US at 1.8 billion in cash reserves, so no reason why they shouldn't pay cash for this. I would say, other than as its quicker return on the capital, I would say, is the key thing, and it definitely steers Fresnillo as a company further into the gold space and away from the silver space.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting change of direction. And obviously, it's in Quebec, isn't it? Probe Gold.
Yes,
So I mean, it's in a sort of what I describe as an area, very proven area for gold, and I think you're going to see more. You're already seeing on the TSX a bit more consolidation in the whole gold industry around that area, aren't you, Paul?
Yes, I think there'll be plenty of that still going on because of the cash piles stacking up from the big returns, particularly of those companies in production to acquire sizable deposits that otherwise from companies that aren't in production at this point. And so it will continue.
Yeah, I mean that area is highly prospective. Fundamentally, the law is pretty good. You do have to deal with the First Nations, don't you? And it can take time in Canada to get permits. It can be very tedious. But I do think we'll see a lot more activity out there in terms of M&A, etc. And gold is back up this morning at 4,018. So the 4,000 mark doesn't seem to be too big a problem at the moment. But time will tell. We still think it'll go to 5,000 in the next 12 months or so. Right, moving on. Talking of acquisitions, it's only very, very small though, and it's just land. But Myriad Uranium, one of our favourite uranium stocks, they've just done a little acquisition of Rush Metals, haven't they, Paul?
Well, no, it's the other way around, actually.
Oh, sorry, it's the other way around, yeah.
They had said that the letter of intent for acquisition of the private firm Rush Metals, which has one of the significant landholders of its Copper Mountain uranium project in Wyoming, that letter has formally expired, but the management says they are still in negotiations with the management of Rush in order to complete a transaction. So it's a formalized announcement because it's required by the regulator when the expiration date of a letter of intent expires.
You see, that was my trick, not my treat.
That's right.
But you weren't going to be caught out. I like it, Paul. I like it a lot. Tried to. Right. There's not a lot of what I describe as major other news out this morning, but if there's anything else you want to mention, Paul, do give it a shout.
Yeah, two quick things. First of all, BHP and POSCO have agreed a deal on a demo plant for what you would call hydrogen-powered steel smelting, or otherwise, in layman's terms, green steel. This demo plant will be in South Korea, and it Just to mention that this is a very similar sort of a story as ArcelorMittal already has underway here in Europe as far as a demo plant. And the whole point is to see just what the economics are around using hydrogen as the firing fuel for these furnaces because their CO2 emissions are quite a lot lower otherwise. But the problem is, or the issue is, hydrogen use at this point in time quite a bit more costly than fossil fuels.
Okay, and the other one was?
Ariana Resources put out their quarterly statement here. The Tavshine gold mine, the leach mine, is up in full operation now. Over the quarter, they did produce just shy of 6,000 ounces of gold and earned 21.5 million US in revenue from Kizeltep and Tavshan. So Ariana is one of those underperforming shares out there because of the delays in getting Tavshan up and running. So it might be one to keep a close eye on because they do have the cash position and they are under leach formally at Tavshan. So it ought, in my opinion, the company's production profile and cash flows should improve rather nicely from here.
All right, sounds good. That'll do for this week. It's been a long old week when it's been dark all the time. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll be back Monday. Thanks.
Very good.
This podcast has been produced and edited by VSA Capital. It is intended for information purposes and not as investment advice. The information is intended for recipients who understand the risks associated with equity investments in smaller companies. Please do your own research and do not rely on a single source when making an investment decision. VSA Capital may derive fees from this content and seeks to do business with the companies mentioned.